Hi friends, welcome back to our express.js middleware concept. In this session, we are going to see the how to configure the JWT token for our middleware, our cookie parser middleware, how to configure the JWT token and how to pass that token to cookies and how to access that how to access that token in the authorization middleware. First, before going to explore the JWT tokens, I'm going to say one thing clear. In the previous session, where is that error.middleware dot here? I have removed the one thing called error.code. Previously, previously my status message contains the error.code also. But I have removed that code because of that. Due to that, some unexpected errors are coming. That's why I have removed that error dot code and I have leave with the error dot status and error dot status code, otherwise 500. If the error is not present, I'm going to keep making as a default status code is I'm making as a 500. And the same like message also, if the message is consist of if message is consists of, I'm going to give the error dot message. Suppose error dot message is not present, it is undefined. In that case, I'm going to give the my default message call something went wrong, or you can give the internal error also. I'm going to you can do the console also. Like I have did the console and console.log, and I have seen that I got the some instead of the number I am getting the some string. That's why I have removed that error dot code. Now it is working on properly and message also giving the properly. After that, come to my actual concept call configuring the JWT token. JWT token. You can refer this concept in the this website like jwt.io. This website, it consists of the, see, if you see what is the JSON, what is the JWT means. JWT is a full form of stands for JSON Web Tokens, are an open and industry standard RFC 75619 method for representing the claim securely transferring the tokens or data between the two parties like a front end, and you can take the two parties means two software programs, or you can take the front end and back end programs also. JWT.io allows you to decode and verify and generate the JWT tokens. If you want to if you want to refer the more things, you can go to the introduction section. In this, first I'm going to copy my and I'm going to paste in the link here. You can refer this one. See, introduction to JSON Web Tokens. If you see this, what is the JSON Web Tokens means, he has given the definition like a JSON Web Token is a open standard RFC 7519 that defines a compact and self-contained way for securely transmitting the information or data between the two parties as a JSON, like a JSON object. Here it is using the JSON object and it will going to transferring the data between the two parties, and this information can be verified and trusted between the, it is generally signed, and JWTs can be signed using using a secret with a HMAC algorithm or public or private key pairs using the uh, RSA and ECDSA. Although JWTs can be encrypted to also provide the secrecy between the parties, we will focus on signed tokens, and signed tokens can be verified integrity of the claims contained within it, while encrypting the tokens hide those claims. These are given some information. And when should you are going to use this JWT tokens means authentication. One is the authentication or information exchange, these tools. What is the JSON Web Token structure? Like a structure is given like a, it contains the three types, three fields. Like a, one is the header part, another one is the payload part, and another one is the signature. These three things contains in the in present in the JWT token structure. If you see this, therefore JWT token looks like a following. Is a first part is a header section and dot. It is separated by dot period or dot or period. Second part is the payload and third part is the signature. See, headers looks like this. An algorithm in the success in the header consists of the algorithm like a HS256 and type is the JWT and a payload like our actual data. What we are going to bind with the token that consists of the payload. If you see this payload structure means name, admin, and ID. We are going to represent in the payload. And one more is the signature. Signature is to create the signature part. You can have to take the encoded header. Like here, this signature we are going to create actually that encoded the payload and secret algorithm specified in the header and sign that. Using this signature only, we are going to encode that. We are going to see the actual code part. First, go to the controller part in here. In the login only, actually in the login section only, it is going to generate the JWT token. JWT token. First, we are going to install the JWT token. How to install means come here, uh, open the npm repository registry here, JWT. If you go type here JWT, uh, what is this? Where is the jwt.io or JSON web token? Can call it JSON web token. JSON web token here. Sir, this one. This is the official this is the official website and this is the library is present in the npm repository. And come here and open the terminal new, clear the screen uh, and npm I JSON web token. It's going to install in the package.json file. If you see here in the dependency section, JSON web token is installed. You can remove this one and if you remove this one also, open the user.controller.js, user.controller.js. Here already we have given the payload. We have given a payload here, given the payload. Here create the access token or generate the access token. Generate access token. Generate access token. Import the JWT token. Import or what is the import section we have given package. In the package we have taken the type module. Okay, you can import as a import. You can import like a ES6 modules. Import JWT from the JSON web token. JSON web token. JSON web token. Generate access token. Here JWT dot sign. JWT dot sign. First parameter we are going to pass as a payload. Payload we are directly passing these things. ID, username and password. You can remove like some things like I am giving here payload dot underscore id username payload dot username. One is the here in the here we are passing as a payload dot id payload dot username. These things only we are passing. After that, and next one is the secret or private key. Private key we are going to create. Here we are going to directly create some private key, but in the while doing the production like environment, you have to mention in the .env in the .env file, or you have to mention in the environmental section. In the environment section, you have to pass in the production like environment, or in the development environment, you have to create one dot env file. In that, you have to mention the private key like access. You have to mention like a suppose I'm going to create here like one key. Here only I'm create uh, access secret access token equal to some private key access token here access token comma options. Here options I am passing algorithms like HS256 and expires in 1 hour. I'm giving here 1 hour. After 1 hour, it going to expire. This token will be expired. Token will be expired. You can pass this one generate access token. You can pass this one as a in the cookie section access token generate access token in the message. In the message, you have to give the user login successfully to see. We have completed the generating the access token. Generating the access token. I want to decrease the font size. There is a settings fonts. In the font section, I'm going to give the 18. Okay, see now it is visible. In the section here first I have generated the access token JWT.sign. Here I have mentioned the payload. First is the payload, second one is the access token as some private key, and the third one is the some optional things like a algorithm expression. Some optional things are there. Expression means after 1 hour. If you mention here in after the time after this time, the the token will be expires. Token will be express. If you see this, if you log in the if you log in this if you try to log in this user, I'm going to create. It will going to generate the access token. This access token is visible in the token is visible in the auth middleware like a request.cookies. Why? Because of means if you try to in the routes part user routes parts in the routes parts, if you try to trigger this get user, suppose you are triggering the get the user information. In that, before getting the user information, my request and response will going to the auth middleware. In this middleware, I'm going to check this my authentication. Here I'm going to write in the it is going to the auth.middleware.js. Here I'm going to first check these things like whether the my request that cookies that access token is getting or not. And here we have to do so many things first, but I'm going to check only the cookie access token is there or not. Whether it is not present, I'm going to make it as a true or false according to the access token. If the access token is not present, I'm going to throw an error called not authenticated. If suppose access token is present, I'm going to call the next function. In the next function, what will happen means in the next function it will go into the this user sorry get user controller. In the get user controller is present in the user.controllers.js. Here it will going to call the this function. Which function? Where is this get function? See, this function is going to trigger. In this function it going to give the response like a status 200 and a message like a got user information success is a true. If you uh, try to run the project postman. Before running this postman, I'm going to run the application npm run dev. Allow this. You can remove this all things, close all tabs. I'm going to, where is the express middleware here? First I'm going to create, where is this user section? It is this profile and the login. This one is the section. Okay, my server is running on the port number 5001. Here also 5001. Suppose if I try to log in with the information, suppose I'm giving here, I'm changing information like a Chakravarti, username Chakravarti I am going to give. I'm giving here mad at the rate of, I'm giving like this one. And if you try to send this, see, I cannot post slash login slash user slash login not found out. Why it is coming like a thing mistake? Open the location. Anything I got. Okay, I misplaced things like this one not these things. And go to the login user. Remove this one. Go to the login user. Here this one. I'm giving here. This one is the actual. I'm giving like a my name, password, 164. And if you try to send this, see, status code I got the 200 and user information like a message like a user login successfully and success is the true. Then cookies we got the two. One is like data, another one is the token. If you try to call the get method, if you try to if you try to hit this get method, get user information, see, we got this one 200 and user got user information and true. If you see the open the application and the middleware, what we have done in the application middleware, we have console this. Where we call console. We have console using here in the line number two. We suppose see here we got in the line number the two cookies is there. One is the access token, another one is the data. Here we have to do so many some more things also. We can decode this one also. We can decode and we can open. We can see this. We are not required while passing here in the user controller.js. We not required to pass the data once again one more time using this token also. Using this access token only, generated access token only, we can decode the information and we can decode the information and we can see this. No need to pass the data directly. Options, don't forget this option. We can using this generate access token only, we can decode the information like a decode equal to JWT dot, must and should you have to import this JWT, import JWT from the JSON web token, JSON web token, import the JSON web token, JWT dot verify. Don't forget to give this same, you have to must and should this give the same private key, like that's why I'm mentioning this one in the, I'm writing this one in the one constant file, like I'm going to create one constants like a constant dot js. Here I'm going to export this const, not this one, and you can export and here import, import this one from dot slash dot slash this const dot js. Don't forget js. Here also in the same like in the user.controller.js also don't forget importing the private key, private key or access token from the dot slash const dot js file. You can remove now. Here using this you can use the verify JWT to verify. You can if you want to see the what methods we have to pass, and first you have to pass the token. Token means this one only. Auth sorry token. You have to give the one more token equal to request dot cookie cookies dot access token. Give like this, and here also no need to write all things. You can mention the directly token. Now I'm removing this one, not require this one. I'm going to whether I'm going to check the whether the using the this after verifying to after completion of the this verifying the JW token, I'm going to write the authentication status. Uh, this one also, this method also. Here you have to pass token, comma. What is the second thing? And secret or public key. Public key means this one only access token. Access token. If you observe here, console.log of decode. If you observe here, and I'm going to leave. I'm going to write the demo of status like a true. I'm going to write, for example, for running the application smoothly. I'm writing here that from demi like true status authentication status like a true. After checking this decode, I'm going to write according to I'm going to change the authentication status according to this. If you once again login, first login the see in the body part we got the success message. In the get user also see we got the same. Go to the console. See, I'm going to once again npm run dev. Here authentication status request dot cookies. Actually, we're not passing the data. Why we are getting here? Okay, once again refresh the application, and that's why I am refresh the application, and once again login this here get user, and see go to the my terminal. The terminal I observe or not see. I think it contains the cookies itself only contains the two things. If you want to delete this cookie, clear all the response. Here also clear all the response. Once again run this. See now why I'm getting these two things. Yeah, that's the result. Data part I'm getting unnecessarily I'm getting the data part. The code itself we have can change. Go to user login. Somewhere we can change the code itself. The login user only itself only. Come here and try to change the JSON part. Cookies section. Synchronous cookies. Synchronous cookies. Okay. Leave it. We will see the in the next thing. Okay. Leave this. Not going to how to delete this cookie. Unnecessarily, this cookie is coming. This data cookie is coming from this. I think we can securely transmitting HTTP only, but unnecessarily coming. If you trigger once again, create one more request, sign in, sign in and change the post method and create here login request and send this. Yeah, I'm getting like the two things. Anything here ever is got. I'm getting access token here. JSON to leaving. Once again rerun this application. Last time we are going to see and run can run there. This is the last time I'm running this application. Again, it is repeated means I'm going to leave it. This say my access token is coming and here in the get user information. See, we are observing the body part like a we got the success message like a 200 status is 200 message got user information and go to the response. In the response also, if you observe in the decode, I got the underscore id underscore id username and in that two things are added like a IAT and express. Express means in the each time it going to express. After 1 hour it going to express, that way it's showing like a time. If you see, if you authentication also, in the authentication also, I'm going to change decode dot underscore is present. Suppose is present, I'm going to write the true. If present, I'm going to write the true. If not present, I'm going to write the false. Here, I have changed the authentication response according to the authentication variable auth status variable according to the decode dot underscore id. See, server is running. Once again, try to log in. See, response I got the, if you try to sign in, sorry, first to sign in, I got the response. Coming to the property of string. Here also you have to username, username, what is the password, dot password I'm doing like this. Sorry, not email, password. If you try to send this, see user login successfully. If you user login successfully, if you get the user information, I got the user information. If you in this, I'm changing the expires time like a expires time like a where is that login section here? I'm going to change the uh, 1 minute instead of the 1 hour. I'm going to change the 1 minute. If you try to log in once again, if you try to log in once again, see I'm going to log in and if you get the user, see I got user information also. Go to here and change it to see after 1 minute. If you try to do the after 1 minute get user information, we will not observe the information because means I have given the expire time. After 1 minute it going to expire. The token will be going to expire. JWT token will be going to expire. We will see after 1 minute. 1 minute is complete, I think so. If you try to send this, why? Because 1 minute is not completed. We'll try 1 minute after. Once again send this. See, JWT expired. JWT after 1 minute, JWT expired. See, we will get observing. We are seeing the here message is like a JWT expired and success is a false. If you want to do the once again sign in, if you want to see the once again get user information, let's see. If you try to log in, send login that. If you want to see this, see I got the status is 200, success is 200, success is true. Sorry for the confusion. Status is 200, success is the true message like a got user information. If you do after 1 minute once again, that JW token will be expires. Like that's why try to in your application you have to mention the here in the long time like a 1 hour or 2 hours. Like if you try to do, um, I'm going to wait the 1 minute here. After 1 minute, I'm going to trigger up. If you click on the send button means then it is 1 minute is not complete. That's why if you try to click on this, see now it is see status is 500, X message is JWT expired and success is false. See if you once again sign in, if you once again sign in, you will see the send button. Click on send button. We got the user information. Every time it is creating the new JWT token. New JWT token once if the expire if you once if you sign in if you do the sign in or login, it will be creating the new JWT token and it will using that JW token in the using that JW token only the authentication is the authentication dot middleware is refreshing like it's create it getting the new using the token only the data will bind it to here and we are going to checking the auth status using that token only. It makes the stateless services like actually HTTP is a stateless. If you do these things like a token and creation of the token using the JWT token and if you pass the token through cookies and if you want to access in the while between using here authentication like a authorization section, you can create one middleware like a author middleware. In this you have to um, check the authentication status whether the my token is expires or not, whether the my token is given some data or not. We are going to check and we can decode and we can check the data authentication status and we can proceed with that using the token only. We are going to give the whether the next response or whether the it will going to throw the error or not. Here it is as helpful. In the next live session, I'm going to explain the how to work with the token in the front end part and how to create one HTML page and how to give the username and password and how to proceed with the authentication token. We are going to see the using the some HTML combination and front end and back end combination, and we are going to see how to perform the login and authentication and authorization using the some HTML front end and back end part. In the next session, we are going to see this one. If you like my content, if you like my explanation, please like and subscribe my channel and support my channel.